Now this one's always interesting when you see a bigger vessel being towed in by a smaller one. So for example, this jet ski right here, you're about to see it come to the screen, is towing this pontoon in, and they got the lines pretty tight on this jet ski as our girl is trying to get the lines off without getting blasted in the face from the water coming out of the stern of the jet ski. Or the wave runner for those of you who want to be politically correct. So she's loosening up the line. But now they need to get this thing over onto the dock, and here she goes. She's going to step off. She's going to try pulling back on it, but she's getting drug. I think it's still attached to the jet ski with another line, so he's pulling it, and she's trying to fight it and get him over. Oh, the joys of being down here at the boat ramp and having to get towed in. Welcome back, crew, to the greatest show on earth, and that is the Miami Boat Ramps channel. I'm your host, Broncos Guru, and today we are down here visiting 79th Street. So our guy gets off the jet ski and they wind up tying this thing up. So they look pretty good there for the moment. And here comes our next crew in on approach toward the dock. So everybody kind of moves to the port side. Looks like they're all going to try and step in and give a hand. Looks like we got a guy near mid-cleat ready to jump off. Cap's going to turn bow in toward the dock. The ladies are going to get up on the gunnel as well. And he's going to have to brake check it back over. And we got another boat coming in on the side also. And the brake check appears to have pulled them right alongside the dock, so they should be good. Let's see if this other boat comes in with the same success. So we've got somebody in the bow with some lines. They go for the pull grab to try and bring it over. Cap's going to leave the helm. Don't typically recommend that one, especially leaving without lines, but he's grabbed the rail on the boat, has a line in his hand now, and this crew should get this one pulled over as well. So just a few moments after this crew towed this pontoon in, FWC came down and is taking pictures. I'm not sure what's going on here, but now I'm curious.
It's all good. They're easy parents.
Something has to be up for them to be taking pictures of the boat, the jet skis around it. I mean, I thought it was just towed in possibly because it broke down, but if she's over here taking pictures, I got a feeling there's something a little more involved going on. But I'm definitely thinking it still broke down, obviously. For it to get towed in and not come in under its own power, that would make sense. And this time we got a crew going the opposite way of what we saw in the beginning. Instead of the jet ski doing the towing, the boat's trying to tow a jet ski in. And these ones can be interesting to watch as well because the jet ski has no skeg in the water. So, I mean, there's no outboard, there's no outdrive, there's nothing to control the jet ski going in a certain path. So it's just going to go kind of wherever it's drug with no real steering capabilities whatsoever. Which always just makes for an interesting situation when I see people try and bring these up to the dock. Now, the best plan of attack on something like this would be to literally tie that jet ski up on the side of the boat where you're not going to dock and just leave it there. But no, they're going to let her float and let her go free, and let's see how it plays, which means they've got to let it dodge the motor as well as they're doing this. So we're going to play the game where we try and keep the line off the motor and try and keep the jet ski off the motor as well. Let's see if they're successful in this one. So our crew's making their approach on two. We've got a guy on the gunnel over here, so it looks like they're going to have a little help. Kind of struggles to get up on the gunnel a little bit. And the other guy's grabbing that line, pulling the jet ski in. So our guy's on the dock. Here we go. Oh, gotta watch out. Oh, he almost fell in. It was super close. The girl on the boat's giving him hell now. She's like, bro, you should have fallen in for the camera. But he doesn't quite pull that off. And this crew, it looks like we'll be okay getting onto the dock, but that was a close one. I mean, he went for that, just slipped his foot right off the front of the jet ski. I thought he was going down hard, and thankfully he didn't. He was awfully close to the motor. That could have been ugly. So our crew's coming in on approach, heading toward 5. And we've got, looks like mom and son up in the bow working some lines. Cap's going to bring him in and try and get him right alongside the dock. They go for the grab. I don't see anybody leaving the boat, though. And the girl winds up kicking the stern off. She would look like she was trying to put her foot on to pull it over. Smart move letting that one go, though. The last thing she wanted, she'd probably be swimming in the drink if she would have tried to pull it back over. So Sun's on the dock, but the boat's going to kick all the way around. Mama looks hesitant as she's trying to get off into the bow. Definitely looks nervous. And there we go. She gets off. But Dad, look at Dad. Just sitting there, chin in his hand. Not even trying to help. Oh, we're going to smack the dock here. So Mom and Son are kind of like, bro, what are you doing? As Dad looks back at him like, what are you guys doing? So somebody's got to get the stern line over. It looked like he tried to say something to the girl in the back, and it looked like she said that she tried to grab it as Dad smacks the kid in the face with the line. Looked like she said she tried to grab it, and she did. She stuck her foot out, but she just had to let go. I mean, that was the right call in that situation, but here we go, and they'll get it over. But watching these jet boats dock sometimes, it's always an interesting scene. So our crew's making their approach. Looks like we're going to try and land it on 3. Cap's going to come in with a little bit of a bow first angle. We've got a girl on the bow with some lines. I don't see anybody at the stern with lines. So she went to grab the pole, looked back to Cap, and kind of asked if it was okay, it looks like. So Cap's going to leave the helm with the stern line, and our girl in the bow is going to leave with the bow line. Not sure why Mom couldn't have just handled that work, but hey, it's however it works out, it's how it works out. I'm not going to complain too much on this one. And the crew's trying to pull it forward. Oh, look out, the jet ski's going to hit the boat. I think the jet ski hit their boat. Mom's looking over at the jet ski like, bro, what did you just do? They kind of look dumbfounded, like they don't even know what to do. The jet ski just hit them and just kind of rolled off. Our crew, they're getting ready to head out and enjoy an evening on the bay, which is always a fun time. But our guys standing in the bow, not a good spot to be. As when Captain hits this throttle, our guy's probably going to go flying. So they're just taking the slow roll out right now. But he's not holding on to anything. He's not really paying attention. Oh, there we go. Cap's like, sit down, bro. He hits the throttle, and our guy has to take a seat. But they're on their way out of here. And speaking of getting out of here, we're going to get out of here as well. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Miami Boat Ramps. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at Haulover Inlet. My channel, Broncos Guru, does some great comedy boating videos there as well. And of course, we got the Drain Plug Mafia channel that features the Googans of the week. And last but not least, we've got Boats vs. Haulover, where man and machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.